I don't want to laugh. I remember the death of my mother. I started remembering how my mother died. No, go and laugh while she's teaching. You know what will happen? You will never graduate. The Bible says, put away the mockers. That's what God does. So you do not have to be a pastor or a missionary to be sold out to God, to be a servant of God. The fact that people other than priests and evangelists are called servants of God has great implication for everyone. A banker, a lawyer, a doctor, a professor, a politician, a pharmacist, a business person can be a servant of God. So we are going to look at amazing people who we are called servants of God in the scripture. Number one are priests and Levites who we are servants of God. 1 Chronicles 28 and verse number 21. Shoot, please. 1 Chronicles 28 and verse 21. The various divisions of priests and Levites will serve in the temple of God. Others with skills of every kind we volunteer. The second are the prophets, that we are called the servants of God. Zechariah 1:6 and 2 Kings chapter 9 verse 7. Any one of them you see first, please give it to me. Zechariah 1:6 or 2 Kings chapter 9 verse number 7. And I will destroy those who used to worship. Okay. But everything I said through my servant, the prophet. So prophets are also called his servant. Number 3. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who were the greatest businessmen of all time, we are all servants of God. Exodus 32 and verse number 13. So you can be a business person and serve God. Exodus 32 verse number 13. Remember your servant, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You bound yourself with an oath to them. So these guys were business people. They were into merchandise. They were great business people, but they were serving the Lord. The fourth is Jacob. The multi-billionaire of his time was a servant of God. Isaiah 41 verse number 8 to 9. Jacob was a billionaire. But as for you, Israel, my servant, Jacob, my chosen one, descended from Abraham, my friend. Look at verse 9. He says, I have called you back from the ends of the earth, saying, you are my servant. So when you hear about service to God, it doesn't mean pastors only. It is for everyone. When we talk about serving God, we are not just talking about pastors only, or priests, or prophets. What of Moses, the head of state? He was a servant of God. Joshua chapter 1 verse 7. Moses, the head of state, was a servant of God. Joshua 1:7. Be